Okay. Good day, everyone. So, our topic for today is all about LGBTQIA plus psychology. Okay. So, in the Philippines, where family and religion strongly influence societal norms, the experiences of LGBTQIA plus individuals are complex and often challenging. Despite increasing visibility and growing advocacy, many members of the LGBTQIA plus community still face discrimination, mental health struggles, and rejection. Okay, just like for example, think about a person or a student who is gay or lesbian. While they might see more LGBTQIA plus visibility on TV now, like gina-incorporate na or gina-include na sa social media, sa any types of media, even education, ang LGBTQIA plus, some students or some people might still be afraid to express their true selves, and it will lead or it will create a lot of stress. It will lead to um, anxiety and even depression. And that's why understanding LGBTQIA plus psychology is essential in building an inclusive, respectful, and supportive society. Okay, so now we are going to discuss the key concepts of this lesson. First concept is we have understanding LGBTQIA plus identities. Okay, LGBTQIA plus identities encompass diverse experiences. Each identity under the umbrella has its own set of psychological and social concerns. Just like for example, a transgender individual in the Philippines may struggle with family acceptance, difficulty accessing gender affirming healthcare, or being misgendered in public places. So, diya sa difficulty accessing gender affirming healthcare. Um, okay. For example, a transgender I you picture out a young trans man. Now, a young trans man trying to get a prescription of a testosterone. Diba when we say trans man, female at birth. Tapos, iyang gi-transform iyang self manang trans man na siya. So, you picture out a young trans man trying to get a prescription for testosterone. When we say testosterone, it is a hormone that stimulates the development of male sexual characteristics. And imbes kay nangaya siya tabang no, nangaya siya kanang trying to get a prescription sa doctor, a doctor nga iyahang giduulan might lack um, proper training or knowledge to provide that kind of care. And imbes nga tabangan siya sa doctor, ang gingon na sa doctor is adto na lang sa lain kay lagi kanang lack og knowledge or lack og training ang doctor adto nga kind of care. And imbes nga tabangan, iyang gi-refer sa lain or wala niya gitabangan at all. Okay. So that is kanang all about this kind of concept. That's why we have to understand LGBTQIA plus identities. Another example kaning sa being misgendered. So, just for example, your classmate might repeatedly call you by your old or incorrect name. That is misgendering, which is hurtful para sa imuha and imong ma-feel kay gi-ignore ang imong true identity. Okay. So now let's move on to the second concept. Next one is we have the coming out process. So this psychological journey often includes self awareness, acceptance, disclosure to others, and community and integration. So, na siya process no when you come out of your closet nga, like imo na siyang imo nang gipabalo sa ubang tao nga mao ni ang tinuod nga ako. That is the meaning of coming out. Okay, ang coming out process first, magsugod yun na siya sa self-awareness, no? In which kanang you are aware of what you truly are after, for example, after having a crush on someone of the same sex. So aware ka ana nga ay ko anday ko kanang bisexual day ko. Okay, next one is acceptance. Of course, after ana, after being aware of who or what you truly are, kay nay acceptance sa imong kaugalingan nga, mo gyud ni ang tinuod nga ako. So that is acceptance. Then, next, Anna, is you might disclose. When we say disclose, you tell. No, you tell other people about your true identity. Okay, you might tell your trusted best friend or kinsa imuhang mga feel ay ka nang comfortable ka nga istorya kung unsay tinuod nga ikaw. So that is disclosure to others. And then next one, Ana, kay finally, you find a community integration by joining an organization. So, kanang community integration kay kanang mga tawag ani, mga organization or mga events where you feel accepted. So that is community integration. And coming out can be liberating, but coming out can be a liberating but risky process. Nganong liberating man siya? 'Di ba? Telling your, for example, ikaw kay you are a bisexual and ang imuhang family is very traditional or religious, no, conservative imong family. But sa coming out process, when you tell your very when you tell your traditional and religious parents or family that you are a bisexual, it might feel like a huge relief. That is liberating. Kanang murag na ay naibtan kag tunok. That is kanang relief. That is liberating. May basabot sa liberating. Pero giingon dira, but it is also a risky process. Nga naman. However, the risk, ang risk adto, kay di ba, ang scenario man kay kuan, ang situation man kay religious imong parents, so naanay relief, liberating na siya sa feeling kay imo nang nastorya, pero ang risk adto, your parents might react negatively kay lagi kanang sa ilahang belief, no, they could ground you, they could cut you off or even kick you out of the house. So that is um the risky na part. Pero kadugayan syempre makurat ra man na sila, pero kadugayan dawat ra gyapon na nila kay syempre anak good. Okay, so that is the liberating but risky process of coming out. Okay, let's now move on to the third concept, which is mental health and stigma. So LGBTQIA plus individuals face higher rates of depression, anxiety, and suicide ideation due to minority stress, which is a result of prejudice and social recognition. Okay. Okay. Just like for example, you imagine a person or a student in school who is constantly bullied just because he or she expresses his or her true self, no, imagine nimo nga ginabully siya permanente. That repeated exposure to kanang bullying or prejudice could wear down the self-esteem of that person, of that student, which it will lead to depression and anxiety. Okay, so that is all about mental health and stigma. And in the Philippines, mental health services are often not equipped to handle LGBTQIA plus specific issues due to lack of training and inclusive protocols. Just like for example, someone is seeking for um, someone is seeking therapy for gender dysphoria. When we say gender dysphoria, it is a distress or yeah, an emotional distress related to the mismatch between their assigned sex and gender identity. Just for example, mabalaan nimo nga na ay gender dysphoria ang tao when dili siya comfortable nga imo siyang i-treat as lalaki pero deep inside gusto niya i-treat as babae. That is gender dysphoria. Okay. Again ha, Example ani is someone is seeking therapy for gender dysphoria, and that person nga nag-seek og therapy might encounter a counselor who doesn't understand the condition, no? Wala sila proper training and wala sila kanang tawag ana enough knowledge to handle that issue, meaning lack sila og training and inclusive na protocol. And instead nga tabangan ka, moingon lang sila nga it's just a phase, makuan ra na, mawala ra na nga problema nimo kanang karon na nimo ma-experience, i-pray lang nato na, in which dili siya ingon makatabang gyud kay dapat sa inani na services, inani na issue dapat na ay sakto nga service, yeah, so sakto nga service ang i-provide. So this lack of specialized knowledge makes the mental health service unhelpful and even harmful. Imbes makatabang ka, murag mas ma-worst pa hinuon. Okay, next one is we have support systems and affirmative practices. Okay, affirmative psychology encourages self-acceptance and celebrates diverse identities. When we say affirmative, when you practice kanang being affirmative, dapat kanang supportive. It means being supportive. That is affirmative. Okay, just like for example, a therapist, no? A therapist using affirmative practice, ang kato siya nga therapist nga imong giduulan kay moto'y sakto in which gi practice niya ang kanang affirmative psychology nga wala siya nag-focus to change a person's sexual orientation or gender identity. Instead, they would help the client, no, they would help the client accept and be proud of who they are and work through any mental issues caused by an unaccepting world, no? Kanang sila ang mga sakto nga therapist nga imong kinahanglan nga imong dapat duulan kanang mga ga-provide og affirmative psychology or affirmative practice. Okay. Within which, again, instead nga i-try nila change ang imuhang gender identity, they would support you all the way. Okay. And support from peers, inclusive schools, and accepting families can improve the mental well-being of LGBTQIA plus individuals. Just like for example, sa inclusive school. Okay, an inclusive school welcomes all the students regardless of their gender identities and sexual orientations. That is how inclusive or inclusivity works. Another sa family na punta. An accepting family might make sure th- an accepting family make sure to embrace no kung unsa gyud ang ilahang unsa unsa ang gipakita sa ilahang anak. Okay, and in that way, it will boost the person's happiness and health. Yeah, the mental well-being of that person. And in the Philippines, initiatives like UP Babaylan, Metro Manila Pride, and local government programs in Quezon City offers safe spaces and services. Just like for example, these programs or initiatives kining mga na-mention katong UP Babaylan, Metro Manila Pride, it shows people, no, especially those who are part of LGBTQIA plus community, that they are not alone, and they give them a safe space to openly express their identity and meet others in that community. Okay, next one is we have, okay, this is the last one, the importance of inclusion in education and media. Okay, when we see representation in media and inclusive education materials, it helps foster visibility and normalize LGBTQIA plus identities. Okay, just like for example, 'di ba, kanang gina-include na sa media, social media or any types of media and even education ang LGBTQIA plus community. And that act, that initiative shows people dili lang kay kanang part sa LGBTQIA plus community ha, pero tanan. Um, yeah, nga it shows people nga these people who are part of LGBTQIA plus community are natural, no, and it will also help to normalize their existence. Just like for example kining mga programs like Die Beautiful and Drag Race Philippines. Di ba ang Drag Race Philippines ay um katong gaware og mga makeups kato siya. So Drag Race Philippines are um yeah, drag race is frequently used as a form of self-expression and also a celebration of LGBTQIA plus pride. And ang Drag Race Philippines pod, it is a way to challenge gender stereotypes. Kay dito kana siya nga program, they might discuss the stories of katong mga drag queens, katong gaapilog drag queens, and in that way it will cover topics like family rejection or transgender identity, and those discussions is a crucial step in sparking conversations that challenge prejudices and promote a greater sense of acceptance among the audience. Okay, so that's all for today's lesson. And remember, understanding these psychological and social realities is the first step toward building that inclusive, respectful, and supportive society for everyone. Thank you.